Do you ever feel like you're constantly walking a tightrope? Every meal a calculation, every sweet craving a battle you're told you can't win. It's a frustrating reality for so many of us, isn't it? The constant worry about blood sugar spikes, the endless cycle of checking, the fear of complications that can creep up silently. Perhaps you've been told to give up sugar entirely, to say goodbye to those little comforts that once brought you joy. That feeling of deprivation, of missing out on life's simple pleasures, can be truly disheartening. It's hard to stay motivated when you feel like your favorite foods and drinks are off limits, especially when it comes to anything with even a hint of sweetness. You might feel like managing diabetes means a life devoid of flavor, a life of endless blandness. And that's a painful thought, isn't it? But what if I told you there's a surprising secret, one that even doctors initially found hard to believe, that could bring a touch of natural sweetness back into your life, while actually helping you manage your blood sugar? Imagine enjoying a comforting, sweet drink without the gaze, without the spikes, and without compromising your health goals. In this video, we're going to uncover two incredible, naturally sweet teas that are proving to be powerful allies in the fight against diabetes, helping people find a delicious path to better health. We'll dive deep into how they work, how to easily incorporate them into your daily routine, and why they're making such a remarkable difference for so many. Get ready to have your expectations flipped on their head, because what you're about to discover might just surprise you. Watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. Let's dive right into our first incredible sweet tea. And it might be something you already have in your pantry, something you've probably used in baking or sprinkled on your morning oatmeal. I'm talking about cinnamon tea. Now, when I say sweet, you might be thinking of sugary concoctions, but cinnamon has a unique, natural warmth and a subtle, almost sweet spice note that makes it incredibly comforting without adding a single gram of sugar. It's a flavor that can truly satisfy that craving for something pleasant and warm. But beyond its delightful taste, the real magic of cinnamon tea for managing diabetes lies in its remarkable health benefits. For years, researchers have been looking at how natural ingredients can help with blood sugar, and cinnamon has consistently come out as a real superstar. One of the main ways it helps is by improving insulin sensitivity. Think of insulin as the key that unlocks your cells, allowing sugar from your blood to get inside and be used for energy. For many people with type 2 diabetes, those keys aren't working as efficiently, meaning sugar stays in the bloodstream. Cinnamon seems to help those keys work better, making your cells more responsive to insulin. This means your body can process sugar more effectively, leading to lower blood sugar levels. It's like greasing a rusty lock, making it turn smoothly again. Beyond insulin sensitivity, cinnamon also appears to slow down the breakdown of carbohydrates in your digestive system. This means that after you eat, sugar enters your bloodstream more slowly, preventing those sharp, sudden spikes in blood sugar that can be so damaging. Imagine a gentle, steady flow of water into a pool, rather than a gush that overflows everything. That's what cinnamon helps achieve with sugar absorption. It can also act as an antioxidant, helping to reduce inflammation in the body, which is often a factor in chronic conditions like diabetes. So, you're not just getting a tasty drink, you're getting a powerful health ally. Making cinnamon tea is incredibly simple, and that's part of its beauty. You can use either cinnamon sticks or ground cinnamon, though cinnamon sticks often give a richer, clearer flavor. If you're using a stick, simply break off a piece, about 1 or 2 inches long, and add it to a mug. Pour hot, not boiling, water over it and let it steep for about 10 to 15 minutes. The longer it steeps, the stronger the flavor will be. If you prefer ground cinnamon, a half teaspoon to a full teaspoon can be added to hot water. Stirred well, and then you can let the powder settle at the bottom before drinking. Or you can strain it if you prefer. Just be sure to use high-quality cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, is often recommended over cassia cinnamon because it contains less of a compound called coumarin, which can be harmful in very large doses. A little research when you buy can go a long way. Now, How can you make this a regular part of your routine? Many people enjoy a cup first thing in the morning, perhaps replacing their usual sugary coffee or juice. Others find it calming as an afternoon pick-me-up or a soothing drink before bed. You can even experiment with adding a slice of lemon or a tiny piece of ginger for an extra flavor kick and added benefits. The key is to make it an enjoyable ritual. Think of it as a moment of self-care, a delicious way to support your health without feeling like you're making a sacrifice. You might be surprised how quickly you start to look forward to that warm, comforting cup. One lovely story I heard was from a gentleman named Arthur, who was always struggling with his sweet cravings after dinner. He felt like he was constantly battling his desire for dessert. His doctor had suggested cutting back on everything sweet, which left him feeling deprived. He tried cinnamon tea almost as a last resort, hoping it might just be a placebo. But after a few weeks of having a warm cup after his evening meal, he noticed a significant difference. Not only did he feel less of an urge for sugary treats, but his morning blood sugar readings started to show a subtle but consistent improvement. He told me it wasn't a miracle cure, but it was a quiet, comforting helper. It helped me feel like I wasn't just dieting, but truly nourishing myself. And it satisfied that sweet spot without the guilt. That's the kind of impact we're talking about. Subtle, yet profound. Remember, the goal isn't to replace your medication or disregard your doctor's advice, but to find natural, complementary ways to support your health. Think of cinnamon tea as a powerful, delicious tool in your wellness toolkit. It's accessible, affordable, and incredibly easy to incorporate. Next, we're going to explore our second incredibly sweet tea, which takes the concept of natural sweetness to a whole new level, offering a delightful way to enjoy sweet flavors without any of the worry. Now that we've explored the subtle, warming sweetness and incredible benefits of cinnamon tea, let's turn our attention to our second revelation, stevia leaf tea. This one is truly a game changer for anyone managing blood sugar because it delivers genuine, unmistakable sweetness without a single calorie or a gram of sugar. Imagine that a naturally sweet taste that simply doesn't impact your blood glucose levels. This is where the even doctors were shocked part really comes into play, as many struggle to believe something so sweet can be so harmless to blood sugar. Stevia comes from a plant, Stevia rebaudiana, native to South America, where it has been used for centuries by indigenous people to sweeten their drinks and foods. The sweetness comes from compounds in its leaves called steviol glycosides. These compounds are hundreds of times sweeter than sugar, but our bodies don't metabolize them for energy. This means they pass through your system without being absorbed, providing the sensation of sweetness without raising your blood sugar. It's like tasting the sweetness without consuming the calories or carbohydrates. For someone who has been told to avoid sugar at all costs, discovering stevia leaf tea can feel like finding a hidden treasure. The beauty of using stevia in its whole leaf form as a tea is that you're getting the plant in its most natural state, rather than highly processed extracts. When you brew stevia leaf tea, you're tapping into that inherent sweetness directly from nature. It's a clean, pure sweetness that often has a slightly herbaceous note, especially when you brew it strong. For many, this herbal undertone is quite pleasant and makes for a unique and satisfying drink. Preparing stevia leaf tea is as straightforward as brewing any other herbal tea. You can often find dried stevia leaves in health food stores or online. Take about half a teaspoon to a full teaspoon of dried stevia leaves, or a few fresh leaves if you're lucky enough to grow the plant yourself, and place them in a tea infuser or directly into your mug. Pour hot water over the leaves, again, not boiling, as extreme heat can sometimes alter the delicate compounds, and let it steep for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how sweet you like your tea. If you find the taste a bit too intense, you can always dilute it with more hot water, or even blend it with other unsweetened herbal teas like peppermint or chamomile for a refreshing combination. Some people even brew a concentrated stevia tea and then use that as a sugar-free sweetener for other beverages or recipes. The potential impact of incorporating stevia leaf tea into your diet is significant. It opens up a world of possibilities for enjoying beverages that were previously off limits. Think about how many sugary drinks, sodas, sweetened coffees, fruit juices contribute to blood sugar spikes. Replacing just 1 or 2 of those daily with stevia leaf tea or using it to sweeten your unsweetened iced tea can make a substantial difference in your overall carbohydrate and sugar intake. This isn't about deprivation. It's about smart substitution, allowing you to satisfy that desire for sweetness in a way that actively supports your health. Consider the story of Maria, who loved her afternoon sweet tea but had to give it up entirely after her diabetes diagnosis. She felt like a part of her daily comfort had been taken away. When she learned about stevia leaf tea, she was skeptical, but desperate for a sweet option. She started brewing a simple cup of stevia tea, and then, after a while, she experimented with making a large batch of unsweetened black tea and sweetening it with her homemade stevia leaf concentrate. It wasn't exactly the same as my old, sugary, sweet tea, she shared. But it was sweet, it was refreshing, and it didn't send my blood sugar soaring. It brought a little joy back to my afternoons, and that emotional lift was just as important as the physical benefits. This feeling of reclaiming a little piece of joy is incredibly powerful in managing a chronic condition. It's important to remember that while stevia leaf tea offers a natural, sugar-free sweetness, moderation and variety are always key. It's a tool to help manage blood sugar, not a license to overindulge in other unhealthy foods. Always consult with your doctor or a dietitian about any significant dietary changes, especially if you are on medication. But for those moments when you crave something truly sweet without the worry, stevia leaf tea stands out as an amazing, natural solution. It empowers you to enjoy the delightful sensation of sweetness, aligning your cravings with your health goals. Next, we'll bring everything together and talk about how these two simple teas can be part of a bigger picture of health and well-being. We've journeyed together through the wonderful world of natural sweetness, exploring how two simple teas, cinnamon tea and stevia leaf tea, can truly transform your approach to managing diabetes and enjoying life without constant deprivation. We started with the warm, subtly sweet embrace of cinnamon tea, understanding how its natural compounds can enhance insulin sensitivity and slow down sugar absorption, providing a gentle yet powerful aid in stabilizing blood sugar levels. It's a comforting, aromatic friend that silently works behind the scenes to support your body's natural processes. We talked about how easy it is to prepare, whether from sticks or ground powder, and how it can become a soothing part of your daily routine, perhaps replacing a less healthy habit or simply adding a moment of peace to your day. Then, we delved into the remarkable stevia leaf tea, a true marvel of nature that offers pure, unadulterated sweetness without any of the negative impacts on blood sugar. It's truly a revelation for anyone who misses the pleasure of sweet tastes but needs to avoid sugar. We explored how the steviol glycosides in the leaves provide that delightful sweetness, bypassing your metabolism and leaving your blood sugar untouched. This tea offers an incredible freedom, allowing you to enjoy sweet beverages and even use its concentrated form as a natural sweetener in other foods, opening up a world of culinary possibilities that once seemed closed off due to diabetes. Imagine the relief of having a truly sweet option, knowing you're making a choice that supports your health, not harms it. These aren't just teas. They're symbols of empowerment. They represent a shift from feeling restricted and deprived to discovering natural, delicious ways to support your well-being. They remind us that managing diabetes doesn't have to mean a bland, joyless existence. Instead, it can be about embracing the incredible gifts that nature offers, finding simple yet profound solutions that fit seamlessly into your life. The stories of Arthur and Maria, finding comfort and joy in these simple beverages, truly highlight the emotional and physical benefits they can bring. Remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. It's not about making drastic overhauls overnight, but about consistent, gentle steps in the right direction. Perhaps start by trying a cup of warm cinnamon tea in the mornings, or experiment with a refreshing glass of iced stevia leaf tea in the afternoon. Listen to your body, enjoy the flavors, and observe the subtle shifts in how you feel. These teas are accessible, affordable, and most importantly, they offer a taste of freedom from the constant worry about sugar. They prove that you can still enjoy sweet moments in life, naturally and healthily. We'd absolutely love to hear from you. Have you tried cinnamon tea or stevia leaf tea for managing your blood sugar? What are your favorite ways to prepare them? Are there other natural remedies or healthy habits that have made a difference in your journey? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful and inspiring to others in our community who are on a similar path. Let's create a supportive space where we can learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, if it sparked a new idea for your health journey, or if it just brought a little hope to your day, please give us a thumbs up and like this video. It helps us know what kind of content you find most valuable and encourages us to create more. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips, surprising discoveries, and encouraging advice on living your best life at every age. We're dedicated to bringing you content that empowers you to thrive, no matter where you are on your health journey. Thank you for watching, for being part of our community, and for taking steps towards a healthier, happier you. Live your best life at every age.